Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with our previous chapter, Akbar the Great. In the previous chapter, children, I explained you about Akbar, his parents, and then for how many years he ruled India. And then we compared Akbar's administration and the administration of India. Now, today again we are going to discuss a very interesting topic upon Akbar. So, listen carefully. Children, you would be surprised to hear that though Akbar was belonging to a Muslim religion, he was Muslim, but he respected all religions. He had great respect for each and every religion, and he treated the people of all the religions equally. Why? Because he realized and he had a belief that all the religions taught the same thing. Akbar suggested a religious path which was called as Din-e-Ilahi, and this Din-e-Ilahi was based upon love, peace, respect and tolerance, the ability to tolerate the things. He worried Rajput princesses and allowed them to practice their own religion and culture. Why? Because I had already explained you that he had great respect for all the religions. So he never imposed to follow Muslim religion upon anyone. He had respect and he allowed everyone. In fact, Rajput princesses also, he asked them to follow their own religion because he married a Rajput princess. Akbar never learned to read and write. But he was fond of knowledge because he was a very knowledgeable person, and he learned by ears than by eyes, which means that by hearing he had a great knowledge, but he was not literate. He never knew how to read and write. He made best of the books read out to him, and he would discuss the ideas contained in these books with eminent scholars. He had two literary gems, two literate people in his court who were Abul Fazl and Fazi, and they used to actualize his thoughts in the form of books. Abul Fazl wrote Akbarnama on account of Akbar's life. That is, a part of this book, Ain-e Akbari deals with the law and revenue system of Akbar and describes the condition of the people. So in this book, children, Ain-e Akbari, he had discussed about the law and the revenue collection system of Akbar, how he used to collect the revenue from farmers and various other artisans, and also the condition of the people of that time. And the another great literary gem in his court was Fazi, and he was a poet and he wrote in Persian language. And Akbar was a person who got Ramayana and Mahabharata translated from Sanskrit to Persian because he had two great scholars in his court and they translated Ramayana and Mahabharata from Sanskrit language to Persian language. Now another great gem of Akbar was Tansen. He was a famous musician and singer in his court. And he sang many Hindustani ragas, of which Rag Darbari, what was the famous, there were many ragas sung by Tansen, but Rag Darbari and Deepak Rag were very, very famous. Tansen introduced many features of Persian music into Indian music. Akbar had a grand court. He had a big court, and do you know, children, he had a Diwan-e Khas. As you can see in this picture also, children, he had a Diwan-e Khas where he used to hold all his meetings with his senior ministers to discuss upon the matters. And he also had a Diwan-e-Am. He had Diwan-e-Am, as you can see in this picture, children, Diwan-e-Am, and in Diwan-e-Am, he used to discuss the problems of people. Also, children, some other famous people in his court were Mia Tansen, as you have just read about him, Abul Fazl, Raja Birbal, Raja Todarmal, and Raja Mansingh. Mia Tansen was a singer and Abul Fazl wrote Akbarnama. He wrote Akbarnama, which was a biography of Akbar. And Raja Birbal was the Akbar's advisor. Who was his advisor? Raja Birbal. Now, based upon this explanation, children, I would again like to ask you few simple questions which I have framed for you. My first question is, what was the religious path which was suggested by Akbar? I repeat my question, children. What was the religious path which was suggested by Akbar? Yes, children, you are right. It was Din-e-Ilahi. Now, can you tell me the two literary people in Akbar's court? Yes, they were Abul Fazl and Fazi. Now, children, tell me which book deals with the law and revenue system of Akbar? Which book deals with the law and the revenue system of Akbar? Yes, you are right, students. It is Ane Akbari. Now, where did Akbar hold his meetings with his senior ministers? He had. Yes, children, answer me. Where did Akbar hold his meetings with his senior ministers? Yes, children, you are right. It was Diwan-e-Khas. Now, my next question is, where did he listen the problem of people? Where did he listen the problem of his people? Yes, it was Diwan-e-Aam, where he used to listen the problem of people. Now, who wrote the biography of Akbar? Who wrote the biography of Akbar? Yes, students, you are correct. It is Abul Fazl. He wrote the biography of Akbar. Now, my last question is, who was Akbar's advisor? Who was Akbar's advisor? Yes, Raja Birbal was Akbar's advisor. So, students, whatever we have studied today, revise it, learn the spellings and the exercises which I am going to give you in the PDF form. Thank you and have a nice day.